When is the time that you've done something nice for somebody you didn't know? Why did you do it, and what did you do?
I'm not petty. I try to do that all the time. I think to whom much is given, much is required. I'm a big believer, and the reason why I've been blessed is because we always pay it forward in whatever capacity, whether I know that person or I don't know that person, whether it's giving a homeless person some money, whether it's donating to a charity, whether it's investing in our young brown girls, which I'm a big believer in. I pick people and I invest in them and I mentor them and I tell them to pay it forward. And I can't remember a specific time because I try to do it as a part of my daily practice in terms of always just helping others whenever I can.
That's a hard one because I practice doing it on a daily. I practice trying to make someone's day every day, no matter how small it is.
We were on our way back from the beach in Florida, and we saw a car broke down on the side of the road. And we're just like, oh no, look at this. It's like parked on the side of the road, broke down, just can't do it. And I see this like little kid, or not a little kid, but a young man running down the side of the highway. And I was just like, all right, I'm not about to let that happen. So we pull over, pick him up, put him in the back of the bed, take him to the gas station, which was about another 5 miles down the road. And we're taking him, we got him the gas and everything, and we swooped around to drop him back off at his truck in his car, because I guess his mom was in the car, his sister and her 2 kids were in the car. And so I was like, man, I'm not about to have this guy get run down the side of 75 and get hit. So we picked him up, took him out, did all that stuff. And then funny thing, we actually saw him 2 days later at one of the restaurants that we went to that my buddy was working at. I swear, cross my heart.
What did he say?
And we had dinner.
Really?
We just sat there and chilled and talked about it. He was down here from New York, and he came down to Florida to hang out with his mom.
Just in the lunch break, a girl came up to me and said, I was gonna quit. I got fired from my school newspaper writing sports, and then I was listening to your podcast and bumps in the road and things that people have struggled through, and I decided I'm gonna keep going. And that to me is just amazing. That's way bigger than getting to take a nap.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Something nice I did for somebody, and why?
well, I bought my sister a stagecoach ticket, which is pretty expensive, but I did it because she helps me out in so many ways. My sport is so demanding, and I don't think a lot of people understand that it's a full-time job, and I'm out of my house probably from 6 a.m. till 7 p.m. most days. And so if I need anything done around the house, if my cat needs to go to the vet, if the plumber needs to come, something like that, she has to come over. She lives a mile away from me. She has to come over and take care of all that for me. So I'm I need to pay her back some way. So I got her a stagecoach ticket, and we went last weekend and had a ton of fun.
Oh gosh, I hope I do something nice for someone else all the time. I believe in pay it forward, and I love when someone does something nice. Even if you're at the airport and the ticket agent just has a friendly demeanor. I feel like it's my job to be friendly to people so their jobs aren't as hard. So I think the nicest that I've been is when I'm not a jerk when a flight is canceled.
That's a really good question. There was one time, it was kind of my mom's idea where we were walking around and there were just a lot of homeless people, and we put we had little notes and we put $1 bills in them, and we had you'll be fine, just keep moving, stuff like that. We handed them out to everybody, but I have to do something like that again soon.
2 weeks ago, I was at Starbucks and I had extra money on my Starbucks card, and I saw this woman and her hair was all over the place. She was in a minivan, and it was at that 4 o'clock witching hour. If you have kids, I don't know if you do, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And I just paid for her coffee, or I'm whatever she gets, just put it on this. Here's $10. There you go. The rest of it be tip for you, because you know what? That's gonna brighten her day, and it'll get her to that 8 o'clock bedtime, or maybe 7:30 if she's lucky, so that she got through another day.
That's awesome.
I might bend the rules a little bit. I'm gonna say also at a coffee shop, my barista that I'd known kind of just casually talking to, getting my coffee every morning, he disclosed that he was currently homeless and I was gonna be out of town for 2 weeks, and so I let him stay in my apartment for 2 weeks. I didn't even save his number into my phone, but 6 months later I started going back to that coffee shop after a long period of traveling, and now we're buddies. We talk every day. But at that point I didn't really know him. I just let him stay in my apartment for 2 weeks.
Okay then.
Wow.
Drop the mic.
Right, right, we're done.